Welcome to the Furloko Podcast.
We're crazy fluff butts talk about stuff and things.
And maybe some things you might wish you never heard of.
Yeah. With your hosts,
DJ for 3.
we're Fox 18. It's been a while. Good to be back, though.
It has been a while. And we have a guest.
DJ Ray Fox. I'm a virtual DJ, and I also ride motorized bicycles, which are just bicycles with moped motors on them.
I built a few of those.
Yeah. They're fun. I'm gonna get a new one on Sunday.
The next one I built.
Trashed the last one. The back wheel broke off the axle, and I had to carry that thing like 4 blocks home.
Oof.
That does not sound fun. Oh gosh.
No, and then I was like, my uncle's a mechanic, and somewhat, and I don't know if he's got training on it or if he's just learned it from friends or YouTube. But I was like, hey, can you help me repair this? And he's like, sure. He just throws it to the back of his garage and then leaves it outside in the weather for a year. So, yeah, that thing's fucked. But I'm getting a new one, which is around 100. I think it's 120 cc's.
That's nice.
So, yeah. You can't go over 100 where I live. So hopefully I don't get pulled over.
Well, then don't be mischievous. Don't be a gremlin about it.
The next one I want to build, I want to build it like an old board track racer and then try to get it actually registered.
That's what I want to do. Not a board track racer, but I want to make it look like a old Harley.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. I really do want to make like a racing one.
But then you have to start worrying about
all these
how your transfer ports are set up, what kind of compression you're running, what kind of expansion pipe to run, what kind of carburetor. That's assuming if you stay with
the first thing I'm gonna do with my, I don't know what stroke my engine's gonna be, but my new one is, but I'm definitely gonna get the race extension on that thing. I don't know much about exhaust and bigger engines, but I don't know. Like, would it still work if I looked up moped exhaust? Would it still fit on there?
It depends. It depends on how the mounts are on the cylinder head. Well, not cylinder head, but the jug itself on the 2-stroke. But let's see. Your exhaust is specifically tuned to that engine's RPM range, so that you make your power where you want it to. With 2-stroke, your expansion pipe determines your power band, where your peak power is in the RPM range. There's more to it than that, but it has to do with exhaust scavenging impulses. Resonance, as they say.
So it's basically on the exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
With racing mods and that stuff.
Well, there's more to it than that. Reed valve setups will help. Then adjusting your transfer port timings and stuff if you can. That gets a little bit hinky, though.
I'm surprised, though. Like, people can get those things up to speed just for a cheap price. Like, you can get racing mods under $100 for them.
Oh, yeah. One of the easiest things to do is
like, when I was looking it up, I was like, when I first bought my old one, I was like, racing mods and like $55 for an extended exhaust. I'm like, is that a scam? Like, what I really want to do is go on Temu and see if they still sell like the same thing, you know? See,
I've had no luck with them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's why I want to.
I've heard multiple stories that that's not a good thing to go through.
If you're a YouTuber that does reviews, that's the only thing that makes Temu useful for you.
Sure.
and like other small things. Yeah, like HDMI cable.
Today's topic. Oh yeah. So I've been good, but sorry for the little sort of hiatus. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Every time I ever want to say something like sorry for not being around or sorry for hiatus, I always throw some sort of accent on it for no reason at all. I just did it again. Dang it! Stop.
I do that when I come across a word I can't read. I'll read it out like if I was reading something in German. That's the only curse of having a second language, is that you'll, for me though, and then sometimes when you use your second language, you go to your roommates with a German accent and make them go, what the fuck?
That's probably the only time it'd be like fun to do that, but sorry for the little hiatus. There's a bunch of things that have gone awry and this and that and this.
Yeah.
You guys basically know the gist. Like, if there's a long span between videos, it's because, as I tell people that come on here and who want to come on here, it just...
Well, to
health
be fair,
is priority.
Yeah, we both had our health
and
problems.
told me I have to do this podcast. And then she put me in handcuffs.
Oh, hush you.
But you told me you liked it. Good night, everybody.
That's the first actual facepalm we had. I think that's the first actual, like, full-on, fold-over facepalm we've ever had. There's the time that Cal, like, fell backwards because he was laughing too damn hard.
That was hilarious.
Because all of you were acting like fucking children. I was sitting there trying to tell a decent story, and you guys were just laughing your asses off the entire time.
But the holes in the wall.
Shut up!
Put a hole in the wall.
Shush. No, it's
Fox in the stable, anyone? If you know, you know.
I saw what you did there.
I'm cute, fluffy, and innocent. I am. I'm cute, fluffy, and innocent.
What you said.
I'm cute, fluffy, and innocent. But no, we both had our health issues, so we are sorry for being gone. I am currently stricken with being round. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay.
So,
also,
today's topic.
Well, yeah, we can go ahead and get into today's topic. We decided on anime, right?
Yeah. So, you guys know our history with topics. Let's see how long we can stay on this one. Hopefully a while. But let's see if, like, down in the comments you can guess how long it'll take before we completely change.
Make your guesses now.
And don't fast forward and cheat.
But no, another thing about my health real quick too. My father was recently diagnosed with alpha-gal syndrome, which, for those that don't know, is from the Lone Star tick. He can't have like red meat or any mammalian meat products anymore, or even dairy, stuff like that, to some extent. So,
wait, all this came from a tick?
Yeah, it's what it is. Alpha-gal is like a sugar protein or like a sugar molecule that's in mammalian meats, and some of the like meat, things produced from it, like gelatin, milk, cheese. And normally your body processes it fine, but when certain ticks bite you, they can inject that molecule into your blood, and your body will have an antibody reaction to it. And then you'll start developing an allergy. And then now anytime that your body processes it and then gets your bloodstream, you have an allergic reaction. So the bad thing with this syndrome is that it doesn't hit you within minutes like other allergies do. It has to be broke down and processed first, which the type of molecule it is breaks down very slowly. So it can be anywhere from 2 to 8 hours after you've eaten it before you have a reaction. And alpha-gal syndrome is one of those things that it can start off minor, and the more times you get bitten by these ticks, your reaction can get worse and worse and worse with time.
Okay, that...
I'm getting ready to be tested for it as well, because I've had digestive issues for years to where I get swelling inside and everything, and no doctor's been able to tell me why. I've had colonoscopies, other endoscopies, I've had CT scans, ultrasounds, and everything to find out why I keep swelling there in my stomach and intestines. Well, that's the one thing they haven't checked me for. And since my father has it and we go fishing and camping together, we've both been bitten by ticks in the area. I might have a less severe version of it than he does. So thankfully he hasn't hit anaphylaxis, but his face and lips have swollen from it and he's broken out in hives. So anyway, again, I apologize for being gone for so long. It's just our health has been a mess, and poor DJ here's been having it a little rough too. So we're glad to be back. Anyway, anime.
Yeah.
We did touch a little bit on anime in the last episode while we were talking about cartoons and stuff we like and TV shows. But I think it'd be good to go more in depth.
Yeah, what was it? It was like 30, 40 minutes of cartoons, and then the rest of it we just started talking about anime.
And I finally showed this one Big O, and he likes it.
Oh, yeah. If you've never seen Big O, well, we still have yet to get all the way through it. We're still only just starting episode 9.
Maybe tonight, after we're done?
But, yeah, honestly... Okay. Because, like I've told you in messages, I have found sites to where I'm able to watch it on my own free time.
Definitely.
But because I made a promise with you to watch it with you, I've had to go against multiple urges to watch it.
And then we both got sick again.
Oh,
halfway
yeah.
through it.
And then there's a big hiatus. But... just to give you guys a summary of how I explained it to be, like the main character anyway. You take Batman, you put it in the style of noir. It still has all the color and stuff, so it's not like all black and white, but you put it in the style of noir in the 80s, and mech. Like, mechazoids and stuff like that. Like giant mechs. Because the main character lives a double lifestyle. Like
it's a very
double
series.
lifestyle. So, and like the background for like the city and everything, and oh, it's so good. The one part that is the most catchiest is the theme song.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm not gonna sing it, because it's been stuck in my head, looping, anytime I think about it. So I'll save you guys the trouble unless you watch it yourself. But it was an animation that was made in the 80s, and it's really good. I recommend it entirely.
It's definitely one of the better ones out there.
Like, oh yeah.
Actually, they're all pretty. There's a lot of
when you
good ones
start
out
to
there, am I
learn
kidding?
about if you start learning about the like the lore and like the background as you watch the episodes, and you just pick up on small little things here and there, it just you get sucked into it so much heavier.
That's one of the things I like about Trigun too. It kind of does the same thing in that regard. It kind of starts hinting at things, and then it starts building up. Oh my gosh, I know what we're watching after Big O then.
Well, you know what I'll do? I will give you my one. I'll give you my 3 lists that I have for anime I want to watch.
I mean, okay, hear me out though. In the early 2000s world, there is a long list of retro anime. And they got like an OLED TV, like one of those old tube TVs. I don't know if they're called OLED. I can't remember what we called them back then. I just remember calling them tube TVs.
Oh, CRTs?
CRTs.
The big giant box TVs that weighed more than a car.
Sweetie, I remember when TVs were part of the furniture. We called them console TVs.
That's what my grandfather. That's what my great grandfather had.
Woo!
It was basically a flat screen, but it was just.
Ours wasn't a flat screen.
Part of the no. My grandfather called it a flat screen because it was big.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the size of that. The length of that TV.
Oh, you had an old.
And
you
then
had
you
an
had
old
the
projector TV.
back end bit.
Big screen, rear projection TV. Yeah, I had one of those too.
I don't remember. Well, I do remember, but it's like I don't know all about 2000s technology.
I'm sorry, I'm getting old.
I am too, alright? I am too.
Also, I want to say something. If you see me really quickly tap my chest or something, that's to reset the tracking because I'm using Slime VR for my full body, so I have to recalibrate for drift every so often. So.
My nephew told me one time that the PS2 is bad because the graphics are old.
I remember when 360p and 480p were HD.
Should I hand them my 2600 and see what they think of those graphics? Let them play pole position.
Oh yeah, we'll give them an old fashioned one. I can't. Well, one of the things though, as a retro gamer,
I think we got off topic already.
Oh yeah, we did. Just screw it. I don't know that many anime, alright? I'm 23, alright? And when I was a kid, I was not allowed to watch anime.
And you say you're getting old.
My mom...
Honey, I'm 38.
I'm 24, turning 25 this year.
I'm almost old enough to be your mammy.
You're 24. And you...
Yeah.
Have you looked at the technology, though? Have you looked at technology and the way it's changed? We went to this big TV.
To something super thin.
I mean, you're not wrong. Sadly, they can't see that. I'd have to move the camera. And I'm lazy because
essentially, for reference, there's a giant flat screen on that wall.
Yeah.
That's what he keeps pointing at.
Remember you had to connect your console to the router.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Just to be able to play online.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know if there was any other method you could do that, but
I remember.
That
first console, big console that I played on was the original Xbox.
The first multiplayer online games I played were through dial-up, and they were DOS games, for example, known as NASCAR racing and IndyCar racing. Made by Papyrus and Sierra before EA ruined it. Sorry, EA, but that's my opinion. You ruined NASCAR and IndyCar for me.
As long as I don't ruin the Burnout series, I'm okay.
You mean the series that kind of died off for a while?
Yeah, if they make a comeback and they make it shit you have to buy this car.
Burnout Paradise, Burnout Playground,
and that
the Burnout series is.
That is really great.
I still listen to the soundtrack.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'll be playing Beam & G, and I'll just be racing around because it's a lot more better. I'm not hating on the game though. It's a lot more better just to free roam in like an old classic, I wouldn't say muscle car, that's the right word. Muscle car, and just like weaving in and out through traffic until you fuck up and crash.
You're not
and
wrong.
it actually means something.
You know what else is great? Other than that, let's segue back on topic. Since we were talking about games a little bit there, the Dot Hack series of games were really good, and I love how they tied all 4 of those games into the original series of Dot Hack Sign, which if you've never seen, highly recommend. Just know that the last episode is a little hard to understand if you didn't play the games, but thankfully they released OVAs for that you can watch. And then the other Dot Hack series were pretty good, but the only other one I really saw after that... Actually, I can't even remember which one that was. It was the one where they were all chibi looking. Shoot, what was that one called? Not Liminality.
I don't know.
Anyway, I've only seen those 2 series. For Dot Hack. But I still highly recommend, and I still want to go back and watch all of them again.
I know another good game series you might recognize. Have you ever played the
We're
Turok
talking about anime.
series? I'm sorry. I was
It's fine. We're bad about this
I know,
anyway.
it's kind of like midst right now.
We always do this. It's all good.
like I said,
why are you laying on the table?
I haven't really had. I was grabbing my vape.
From my point of view, it looked like you were just flopping on the table like, I give up on life.
No, hang on. No,
Okay.
no, hang on.
Sober? Probably high.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm cute, fluffy, and innocent. And I'm also pregnant. Why would I do that?
You're gonna, if you do that, you're probably gonna get birth to the next Bob Marley, okay?
That's terrible. That is so
You're gonna be
wrong.
like,
Oh my gosh.
and it's just gonna have a joint in it, and it's like, what's up, man?
That is so bad. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh my lord. Well, this is gonna be a fun episode, ain't it?
Apparently. Goodness. Oh. But
So, some other good anime that I've been watching lately. There is an anime that I did see a little while ago, but
come on, tracking.
I think something happened with like my PC or whatever, and I couldn't remember what I was watching. I managed to find it again. I picked it back up. The amount of fourth wall breaks is insanity.
What's fourth wall braids?
Fourth wall breaks. You never heard the term breaking the fourth wall?
So like,
okay.
I mean, I've seen the heard that reference in like psychedelics, like where the fourth wall breaks. Like, say if you're watching a movie, and like there's a part in the movie where it's like I saw this video, and like the LSD was giving the person like breaking the fourth wall, like he was watching a movie while he was waiting for the drug to
Here's
kick in.
Here's a fourth wall break for y'all. They're high. Okay, anyway.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
No, officer.
Well,
so the amount of times that they break the fourth wall is just insanity. And like, because there's a couple of times in the anime it's just like something big is about to happen, like something major is about to happen, and one of the characters is like, oh no, not the background music. And it's just,
okay. I see. Okay.
it's just so funny. It's like, and there's
The
like a
Animaniacs
couple
was
other
bad about
times
their
that
fourth
like
wall breaks.
one of the episodes takes place in the studio that produced the anime, and they're going and it's literally just that's the entire episode, and they're going through that, and you can see as things happen in the anime, like certain things that happen, the frame rate gets lower, the color goes away, the line style starts coming through, like, because there's certain people that would be in the animation process in the anime, they're like jumping out the windows or losing their shit, and they're like crumpling the dust and stuff, and it's just everything happens, and as the episode is going on, you can see shit change, and then you just see the main character in the real world equivalent of the studio being animated, asking where the chief director is, going into their office, and then you hear from the background beating them up and stuff, and then all of a sudden he comes out, everything becomes fixed, and it's the entire thing is just completely fourth wall broken, that entire episode.
I love
in
it.
of itself. Because, like, you can see them, they're just, like, looking at themselves, and, like, it's just, there's a whole thing, and, like, it is a really good anime, don't get me wrong, it is good. But holy moly, the amount of fourth wall breaks.
And which anime was this?
Most of the time, it was The Daily Life of the Immortal King.
Okay.
What if they made an anime?
Oh, good.
What if they purposely made an anime so bad that it's funny?
Don't tempt me.
Oh, there is. There is one that I heard of that I will not mention on this recording. There is one that I heard of that is so trashy and bad for the story that it's funny.
I think I know which one it is.
But I'm not gonna say it here.
What if
that
there's
at
a
school?
scene? Oh!
Is that out of school?
It's one
there's
of
that one,
those
too.
animes. It's one of those animes.
We don't know what you're talking about, and I'm keep flipping innocent.
And I've never seen it.
I thought you were talking about the one that, you know... I thought you were talking about the one that its title rhymes with our viewers. But anyway, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not that one.
Like, I'm not really...
Not that
I love
one.
how you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
no,
bad.
Not that one.
If you know,
Not
you
that
know.
one. Not that one. Keep in mind, if you do know, I have not watched the anime. So, I'm good. Just, I know.
You probably watched the anime. You probably watched the
You should make me
anime.
suffer through it.
No.
I'm kidding,
Well,
I'm kidding.
but that's the thing.
It was pretty funny, though.
It-
I mean, I'm keep flipping innocent.
Then, one that I finished that was really good, I'm pretty sure I talked about it before, was, Fruits Basket.
Oh my god, such a great anime. Yes.
Oh yeah, I do remember talking about it because I talked about the one scene with the white-haired dude showing to like the school council.
He proved it was his natural hair color.
Essentially saying, I bet your hair is colored. That's not natural. And he was like, Oh, you want proof? Yeah. Drives him off screen, off into the hallway, and all of a sudden, ah! You hear screaming coming around from the corner, and he comes back around. Both of them do. His, like, glasses are all messed up from screaming. He fixes his glasses and he's like, hell yeah, it's real. And the other characters are there that are just like, he didn't.
He did.
Oh, he did.
I picked it up.
Essentially, do the carpets match the rapes?
But
In
what
this
if
case,
he
they
dyed
did.
it down there too?
What?
I mean, to each their own.
Like there's hair.
Oh.
I mean, okay, hear me out. There's hair in other places. That's
Black
what
hair
I
is
thought
all
you
natural.
meant.
Yeah, hair.
Okay.
Down
okay.
south.
Mm-hmm. We get it, honey.
That's the part of the joke that was just...
Yeah, but what if you dyed your hair? Crap, I accidentally bought indigo.
Oh my gosh.
but... That was a good one.
So much for
Currently
monetizing this
watching
episode,
a
I
few
guess.
others.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's not like we do anyway.
Beastars.
Oh, that's a good series too.
And BNA.
Mm-hmm. Those were both good.
Yeah, BNA is real good.
Very much so.
Well, yeah,
And then, what was the end? There's another one.
Wolverine just makes me cry.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah,
we talked about that last time. Wolverine is the only anime that has ever made me cry by a river. Like, actually.
there is this
Fruits
when
Basket made me cry though.
when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch Pokemon because my mom loved watching pit bulls and Parolees, and it kind of reminded her of pit bull fighting. So she kind of came up with this conspiracy theory that the whole TV show is about animal abuse. Because think about it, though. You capture Pokemon, and then you train them to fight another Pokemon in the ring.
There is that. You're not wrong on that one.
But it's a children's show.
I'm gonna make you my best friend. Then you're gonna fight. Well, I think that's the deepest I ever let my voice get on here. I think.
And again,
I can't
also,
remember.
if you think about it, though, why do some of the, like, most of the characters, I'm talking about, like early 2000s cartoons.
Gosh, that hurts. I shouldn't do that.
Why do most of the early 2000s cartoons have, like, the main character as, like, someone in their early 20s?
I don't know.
I feel like cartoons were kind of advertised towards that, to, like, the more young adult.
I would probably agree with Yu-Gi-Oh! In that aspect.
To be fair,
I mean, okay, like early 2000s, because he had a regular show.
Oh yeah, like those.
You had regular show, Adventure Time, which had a lot of. I watched that. I knew a regular show would have.
Adventure
a lot
Time
of
was just
adult
someone's D&D
humor.
campaign. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, yeah. But there was a lot. When I watched the first season,
Why'd you say that?
I was cringing. I was cringing. Like I
can't get that out of my head now. Damn you! I mean, I didn't watch it that often, but still.
Oh yeah, like
I've seen a couple of
my
those.
older sister's generation of
Rugrats.
cartoons had. Yeah, I remember Rugrats as a kid. We had that in the early 2000s.
I also
I
grew
don't
up
know
with
if there were new
this.
episodes.
Dexter, look! Ooh, what does this button
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yep. I grew up watching. Sorry, I can't remember because I'm a little bit high up, but Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls,
Oh, they're pretty mama.
Ed, and Eddie. Yeah,
Please don't
we
sue
might
me.
be
I'm
more
just a
best
voice actor.
friends
I'm a poor voice actor.
than anything. Like, you're naming off shows that I watch them like they were my religion.
Yeah.
And then, oh god, and then when
How about-
I was still young during the time, so like I guess younger TV shows. What were kids to like educate?
I had a lot of coffee.
Did we have educational shows back in the early 2000s? Because all I
Yes.
can remember is Dora the Explorer,
There's also
and then Sesame Street.
Yeah, and then
also
there was also
under,
Mr. Rogers,
that.
and there was
Okay, yeah,
Reading
Mr.
Rainbow.
Rogers. I had that.
Read Between the
Reading
Lions,
Rainbow. Okay, there we go. There we go.
The Elephant Show was kind of educational.
I don't
back then.
remember. I don't remember the Elephant Show.
There's one show I'm trying to think of. One of the characters, it's all about animals, and one of the sort of main characters
from Australia. It was on PBS.
Yeah,
it was on PBS.
Oh, Arthur?
The lemur is named
Oh.
Zaboomafoo.
Oh, that's the name of the show, Zuboomafoo.
Okay, no.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, the lemur's name gave me the show name. I'm dumb.
So,
But the weird thing was, though, when I was
like
when I
Disney
was
World
a
Richard
kid,
Scarry.
I didn't really like the when I became like I don't know like 5 or something. I didn't really like the little kid shows that were advertised towards my age because I just found them way too happy because of the environment I was in. I was like,
fair.
The world's not like that.
Yeah, that's
What
fair.
kind of shit are you advertising?
For me, I found him as kind of an escape.
5?
He's not the only one.
Dude,
I guess I just might be like.
I lost
either
my
dumb or
innocence
blind.
at 7. If you want to call that the innocence. So yeah, I kind of relate.
Yeah.
But I used shows like that as an escape and to kind of deal with it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I heard a lot of adults like the Bluey show. It's like it's a
That's a good
kid show, but it's kind of gives adults life lessons or something. I haven't watched an episode of that.
It's actually really cute.
I've only seen runs
kind of started watching Paw
throughs on
Patrol too, but
Facebook.
I've been a really emotional mess since I became the round, so now I'm really liking Paw Patrol while pregnant. I don't know.
Well, that's the
that's
thing
cute.
is for shows like that, like the only time
Sign that
I
your
watched
child's
it.
going to be a furry as well.
Oh no.
Essentially, like with shows like that, the only way I got interested in them is I was just walking by and they happened to be on TV, and I was bored, and I just sat there and watched it, or stood literally standing in the middle of the living room. I could have sat down on the couch and watched it. No, I stood in the living room.
Don't tell DJ, but one of these days, I'm gonna have our editor, instead of the name of the topic, he's just gonna have like the little question mark box from Mario or something, you know, for the topic. Oh, speaking of old animes, well, a while back.
Yeah, let's go back on
I can't remember
anime.
if you. I know we mentioned it briefly last time, but I can't remember if you said you'd seen it. Have you seen the old original Speed Racer cartoon, like anime cartoon?
Yeah,
I
it's
have
so
not.
it's so
There's
campy.
been like
I love
little
it.
snippets here and there.
It's just great. Just that art style and the cheesiness and the campiness of it was just so much fun. That's why it still kind of holds a special place in my heart. And that was actually one of my introductions to anime when I was real little, was Speed Racer.
My introduction to anime was, I believe, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay,
Yeah,
I can see
I
that.
watched a little bit of Pokemon, and I had Pokemon cards. But once
Mhm.
I found out about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, all of my Pokemon cards disappeared.
Yeah, so Speed Racer's kind of what got me interested in anime. And then, of course, Digimon and Pokemon came out over here, and that kind of drew me in more. And then, of course, with the implementation of Adult Swim, they would show anime back in the day, and
That curse.
and they would show like Case Closed or Detective Conan, depending on what you know it as. It had both names are valid. And then that's a good show. I wished I could have followed it more, but it's still going from last I heard. So it's like as long as One Piece at this point, almost. I think. Also a good show for the most part. I like it.
Dude, I remember
and then
waiting
Inuyasha
for
sucked
my
me into
parents to fall asleep as a kid just to watch Adult Swim.
Kakaider Thema Gemini.
Yeah, Adult Swim was just one of those weird
and then
shows.
Big O.
Like
Big O was one of those that was on Adult Swim, and that sucked me into.
Like it's like.
And of course, Evangelion.
Word, brain, words. Form them, say them. Let's
Which
go.
I still need to see all of. Maybe one of these days.
Adult Swim is like one of those weird channels because it's on the same channel. At least for me, it was on the same channel for Cartoon Network.
Yeah, same here.
That is
like,
the thing.
Cartoon
though.
Network by day.
Cartoon.
And then as soon as it hits about 10 or 11 p.m., it's Adult Swim. Like, change.
I don't know.
And
It's not even 10 p.m.
Back when they would do the Toonami segment.
It starts at like 8 or 9.
Oh yeah.
Toonami. I think they got that at the 2000s World.
I like Toonami. Oh.
Let's see. Anime.
That's another thing I like about the bars though downtown is if you go to like a non club or like one of those places where they have like TVs and stuff, like when the people there are working around my age, they're usually having anime on. So like sometimes since I don't have cable and Pluto and Tubi don't really have any good anime series that I'm interested in, I'll just ride my bike down there or sometimes and
have either of you ever seen Hellsing?
Watch anime.
No.
It's good if you don't mind the gore. It's good. Same with Hellsing Ultimate.
Have you seen? Because I've seen like the style for that. Have you seen Jormungand?
I have not actually.
Child Soldier.
Gonna have
it's
to
a
now,
pretty
I guess.
good one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Goodness. I keep losing my train of thought. Like I keep having these pop up in my head that I'm gonna talk about, and then just gone. Just gone. Choo choo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Choo choo.
Well, I give up.
There's some other animes I've recently been getting into because I've been having to hold off trying to watch Big O.
Big O is really good.
Which now we're gonna have to do.
Oh, I remember one. Have you ever seen Those Who Hunt Elves and Those Who Hunt Elves 2?
No.
They're kind of comedic anime. They're really good. They're really funny. In Those Who Hunt Elves, I kid you not, there is a polar bear that poops toilet paper. little rolls of toilet paper, and then there's a big bear that makes a giant mountain-sized roll of toilet paper.
Oh,
I'm not
Yes,
joking.
I don't know why.
Smoking over there in Japan.
I don't know why that reminded me of the other one, but I still have yet to show you. I still have yet to show you Wakfu.
Wakfu? Could be interesting.
Yes, it is an amazing anime. Oh yeah, cause that was during the cartoon episode. We were talking about like Selectera. I wanted to show you Generator Rex. To try and find an episode to show you, or like a trailer or something. Like, cause that's what stemmed from it. Then we talked about Wakfu, and then eventually
Food Wars is a
Food
weird one.
Wars. I've yet to watch.
It's a weird one.
I know it.
I haven't seen all of it.
It's an anime about
I've watched
cooking,
like
but
5 or 6 episodes of it, and it is very strange.
But yeah, I think like that's where it started to stem from, because we were like saying cartoons and stuff, and I was just
Eye
like,
tracking is just going.
then there's this. But
Of course, this avatar's not really set up for it.
so yeah, there's also some
Not
other
yet.
anime that I have to show you. So
Yes, there are.
and then
Going back through trying to remember everything I've
recently-
seen. Furloko was weird, but kind of fun.
And then I recently completely watched from episode 1, season 1, till the final episode on season 4, all the way through, like, basically in one sitting. Because I started watching it, I went to bed, woke up, continued to watch it, went to bed, woke up, continued to watch it, finished it. So basically in one sitting, technically.
Okay.
But it's High School DxD.
Still say you need to see Oran High Host Club too. That's a funny one. Maybe I can talk you into
Some other
watching
one.
Yuri on Ice.
I don't know.
Okay.
Depends on how detailed it gets into things.
Why is the camera zoomed in on you now? I am so confused here. Okay. I wonder how long it's been like that. I'm gonna have to. We may have.
I think I noticed that recently.
Okay. It's supposed to be locked and not on fly anymore. So why it did that, I'll never know. But whatever, it's fixed now. It's as fixed as it's gonna get.
It is what it
I'm
is.
just gonna leave that in. We're not even gonna edit that out, just because it's so stupidly funny. And it
I
is
think
my.
I noticed it like recently.
I'm having pregnancy brain really bad lately. I keep forgetting where I put my keys, my purse. I give up. I need someone here to like babysit me at this point.
If that's what it's called, then I think this is me being pregnant and not being fat, because I forget shit like that all the time. I'm a dude.
Well, you see, I suffer from CRS. Can't remember shit.
Can't remember shit.
Anyway,
I suffer
okay,
from
it's fixed now.
ADOS.
Oh goodness.
Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny.
Oran High Host Club's a good one if you haven't seen it.
I
It's
just
funny.
have autism.
And you still need to go back and watch
Same.
Brotherhood, because it is better than the original.
Oh god. Okay. This is.
I have the
I'm
DVD
probably
for
the
it.
only one
It's
who
up on
probably
my
watched this with my family during the 2000s. But does anybody else remember Little House on the Prairie?
Great show. I didn't get to see a lot of it, but great show. And then, speaking of old shows like that, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman was one of my favorites growing up.
I'm trying to remember.
I know. I'm
Twilight
old.
series was
I
one
get
of the old series. Twilight series was another series I watched.
Oh, I just remembered a really old anime that my dad showed me. like from when he was in high school and stuff, and college. I can't remember if there's something that went before it, but Nanako.
That
Or
sounds
Nanaka.
familiar.
I have it up. I have it up here on the shelf. I'll have to look at it later. But like, it's a really, really old anime. Like, I think it's somewhere 70s, maybe early 80s kind of anime.
Yeah. Another one that was pretty good for its time was Slayers, I thought. Of course, it's been so long ago, I couldn't tell you a whole lot about it anymore. I need to go back and rewatch it too, because there's a lot of stuff in my childhood that is vague. I remember watching parts of it, but I couldn't tell you everything about it anymore.
Like for Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie.
I'm trying to remember other good shows.
Trying to remember the old animes I have up on my shelf. Obviously I don't want to take this off.
DJ might remember this one though. Do you remember this one children's show called The Upside Down Show?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Always, for some odd reason, it would always play late, like really late.
Yeah. It had the tendency to do that since they were.
And that was the one that my entire generation suffered through. Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I thought it was UK. I thought it was UK. I thought it was the UK because I thought the BBC BBC.
Still weird to me.
Because I remember the BBC Cube popping up, unless if they have some sort of line with Australian kid shows. But I remember their accent being British.
I remember a British show that I guess you could kind of consider it a kid show, kind of not, but Animals of Farthingwood.
Sounds familiar.
And the reason we mentioned it last time, I'm just gonna butt in here. The reason we mentioned it last time, because it's not really what I would say an anime, but Code Lyoko. And it's actually Canadian made. It's Canadian, actually.
Oh, nice.
But it's done in the same style.
I really want to listen to that theme song now.
It's so good. The original French version is so pretty.
So good.
Yeah. Another one I remember was, as a kid, was Peppa Pig. Did they cancel that show?
Oh, that one was...
I honestly don't know.
Did they cancel that show here in America?
I have no idea.
I didn't watch it enough
kids
to
were
care.
picking up accents. My mom actually had a ban on Peppa Pig because every time we got done watching it, me and my brother would pick up an accent and we would sound like we're from the UK.
Trying to think. What other animes I watched when I was younger that people might not remember nowadays or that I've forgotten about? Trying to think. And why is my tracking having an aneurysm today? It was fine earlier. Okay, well.
Are you sitting at a table?
No.
Oh.
And it wouldn't matter with these anyway.
Because my controllers are infrared, but the only problem is
these are not.
One of the sensors is broken, so I have to rely on one.
To be fair, with my belly shaped the way it is, the waist tracker and stuff wants to slide anyway, so that could be part of the problem.
Probably.
But yeah. So sorry, I keep having to readjust.
There's other animes that aren't older that I have seen. They're pretty good, like Blue Exorcist. And I think Blue Exorcist was the first anime that I watched. that was like basically a Christian anime.
What about
'Cause the
feature-length
main
anime,
character-
like anime films? Are
I
they
was-
fair game for this? But I guess on the top of anime, so we can go into like anime films and like movies. Like all the Miyazaki films, in my opinion, every single one I've seen has not disappointed me.
Spirited Away is a good one.
Yeah, Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away. Oh, so good. Spirited Away.
Princess Mononoke
Ponyo.
is a good one.
Anyo's good. And then I always loved Whisper in the Heart and The Cat Returns. And...
I think with
Cat
Ponyo,
Returns is a pretty good heartwarming one.
Have you ever seen Whisper in the
I
Heart?
think with Ponyo,
No.
It actually came
Like
out
I said, I'm
first
still
and
trying
has
to
the
catch
Baron
up
in
with
it
all the
briefly.
video games and anime and video game stuff. Because I had a strict Christian mother that believed everything was Satanism.
I know it's okay.
I mean, I forgot to mention
My
that.
mind has literally been all over the place the last month, but I guess I have a good reason. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's complicated too.
You have a round belly, and it's not because you ate too much.
Sometimes. I still eat
Wow.
too much. I don't know how I manage it, but I still eat too much. Like the other day, I had 17 tacos in one sitting.
I used to be a bombless stomach. I don't know where that disappeared to.
That's okay. One day it was 24. I'm not normal. I'm just throwing that out there. My anatomy, my body lets me do
What do
things
you
that doesn't make
expect?
sense. I mean, fair. I am a fox. I guess it's normal for me to eat a ton of food. And then become round fox. Even more of a round fox. Okay. Anime.
Yeah, we're not doing.
I had a couple of other. Oh, I remember now. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this one before on any of our streams, but one anime, and it's definitely an older one, and you can tell by the art style, but it's so beautifully done, and it still brings me to tears even now when I watch it. It's called Night on the Galactic Railroad.
Oh, I remember watching that with you.
It's so good though, so beautifully done.
I remember the first time you had me watch it, you said, I'm not going to explain anything. Let's see if you can learn and see what the story is about. And it was right towards the end, and it was just like...
It's
oh,
a heartbreaking movie.
Oh,
I know.
my heart.
I know. It's so good though. If you
It
like
is good.
if you like heart stories and stuff that pull on the heartstrings, that one's a good one.
So good.
And it because of the way it's written, it is a very bizarre anime. It won't make sense for some people at the start, and then it'll start to click about halfway through for some people. It's just the way it's written. It's meant to be that way. It leads you in, and it makes you wonder, okay, well, what's going on here? Are they dreaming? What is it? It's just beautiful the way they do it, and it's just it does pull on the heartstrings though, pretty good. Another one, it's not as old, and it's a wonderful film, and it is very heartbreaking as well. Is called In This Corner of the World. And it follows this Japanese girl during the before and during World War II, as she grows up through it and becomes an adult into the World War II, and all the way up to the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Gosh, I cannot talk today. I am really sorry. I'm tongue-tied all over the place. But it is told from a civilian's perspective during that time, and someone that basically didn't even know like the whole truth of what was going on, and it shows you what it's like to kind of be lost in that time, and it's just done in such a beautiful way, but it is so heartbreaking too, because it purposely makes you fall in love with these characters, and then they just see the horrible things they go through. But that said, it is still one of my favorite films because it is done in such a wonderful, beautiful way. The art style in it is phenomenal. It tells the story so elegantly, and I highly recommend it. Same with Grave of the Fireflies. You know, the story of the two children that are dealing with the fire bombings and stuff. And yeah, highly recommend. But they are sad. Like, there's no denying that. Anyway.
Trying to think of other animes that like really majorly like
Well,
that were good that I've seen.
what about it tells a complete story, and it is done by an animation studio in Japan, and it is an anime technically, even though the whole thing was made for an album. Daft Punk's Interstellar 5555.
I remember watching that with you.
what does it have to have like to count it as an anime? Like, does it have to be an animation from Japan or?
That's what most people would say, but that style has been recreated all over the place, and it's just basically anime is specifically short for animation, and most people attributed that to Japanese
what I
anime,
thought.
specifically Japanese animation. So they usually just say anime as short, and that's what people attribute it to here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They drawing a blank. I thought I would have a lot more to talk about with anime. Like, a lot more.
I do. It's just trying to remember it all. I mean, this is true. It has been a while. But,
we started at 20, I think.
Time has flown tonight. Like,
actually, we're roughly at an hour and 8 minutes.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Your tracking had any reason
I got on, and then by the time you join me, it's like not even 30-40 minutes till we normally like do this.
Wow, my body's like really contorted.
Where did?
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the hip tracker sliding and moving.
Yeah, it's definitely at the waist, and it did slide down a little bit, so I probably have to, fix the belt on it.
Sorry.
I can't get it real tight because I don't want to put too much pressure on things, obviously. And your computer having a sneeze fit. Technical difficulties. That's okay. I had technical difficulties with the camera a bit ago because I apparently forgot that I was on fly mode.
I think you're having more technical difficulties with your speech.
Yeah, I do have a concussion. Like, I legitimately do have a moderate concussion. Not a mild one, a moderate one, but it wasn't severe enough to keep me in the hospital either. Long story short, I was playing golf with some people on here, and my carpet, since we're still doing renovations on the house, has not been finalized and tacked down because we're not keeping this carpet. We're going to a nicer one. This was just temporary. So that if we get paint and stuff on it, no big deal. And the whole dang thing moved underneath me, and I went flat on my back, and I mean flat, like just plop, and then my head whipped, and yeah. Thankfully, yes, the little ones are okay. For anyone that would be concerned, I'm fine. I had ultrasounds, had x-rays. I'm good, didn't break anything. Just pulled a bunch of muscles, and I have a concussion, unfortunately. Just bad luck. I've just had a bad of luck. So yeah, I do apologize if I'm stuttering a lot. If I'm slurring, that's why. I can't help it, and hopefully that improves. We'll see. Brain damage is still brain damage.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was affecting me that bad. But I guess it is.
I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but like one I've seen a while ago that was really good. It was Girls und Panzer.
Yeah, that's a good series.
That was a weird anime.
It's
Girls
weird,
und
but it's a
Panzer.
good one. It's fun. It's different. And I like.
I just like the take on it because
Yeah.
it was like their take on it is it's only the women go to war and
Yeah, it was
to the
really
military.
interesting.
Only women. So it was like completely flipped. It was the guys are the ones that stay at home and take care of things and whatever.
I like perspectives like that.
Did all the workforce and military and everything like that. So
I'm gonna get off topic again a little bit, but that's one of the reasons I really liked Star Trek is because they would touch on topics like that, and they would have episodes where roles were reversed and taboo things and difficult subjects. Was why I loved it. That's also why I liked Hey Arnold too. I'm growing up, so. But anyway, yeah. So no, Girl and Panzer was good.
There's also what was it? Another one. Oh, what was it? It was just in my head a second ago.
I'm trying to remember too, because I know I watched more than that. Brain no worky.
Brain isn't working over here either.
My brain. This is my brain right now.
Awkward silence.
This is my brain. My brain go burr.
Oh shit, I think our AI is having a stroke.
I feel like I might be. Oh no. But no, there was so many that I watched and I'm trying to remember them all.
My brain, like, my
Let me
brain's
tell
not
you,
even making
kids,
any sound. It's just
kids,
empty.
Your memory does not get any better the older you get. I'm just warning you now. Oh.
And if you have ADHD,
I'm already having issues at 24.
Hey, look, a squirrel.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Good luck. Ooh, shiny.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Me either.
I think we're talking about...
I genuinely think I don't know. I think I might have an issue.
I have some tissues for your issues.
I know we're doing the episode. Like, I know we're doing the episode. I know it's about anime, but...
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna...
Whatever just happened, just... empty, blank, nothing.
By the way, welcome to the show about nothing and everything all in once. We live up to our name. We are Furloko.
That's why it's called Furloko.
There is nothing sane about any of us at this point.
Nope.
Oh. Do we suffer from insanity? Hell no, we enjoy every bit of it. Oh.
We're also on the spectrum.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you literally just said it a little bit ago. All of us are on the spectrum. All of us have ADHD.
Ew? Wait, what?
Yes, Asperger's.
Yes, I have Asperger's.
You know, apparently they don't call it that anymore.
Yeah,
because I would have been diagnosed.
Level 1.
Because that's what they were going to diagnose me with, and now they just call it, level 1. And it's like, okay.
You have level 1.
Level 1 on the spectrum.
Oh, well, at least I'm high functioning, I guess.
Level 2.
Sometimes I'm curious about that because my brain goes burr.
Hang on, let me look this up. Let me look this up real quick.
Here's a really bad joke. Level 1 on the spectrum, that's probably the only leveling system that you don't want to level up in.
What other... Right? God dang, I just caught it too. DJ, that's like an Omni level joke right there. That's like something you would say.
I know.
I love him to death.
Levels of autism.
I mean, honestly, anything could be talked about by now.
Anime. I know I've seen
signs
more.
of symptoms. What
Brain,
is autism?
come on, brain. Well, okay. Did you ever see Yu Yu Hakusho?
What?
Okay. It was an interesting show for its time. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, so now, I think they developed something called the. I looked it up. I think what they're calling it is. Wait, hang on.
I'm sorry.
Let me go back to what the
This
advertisement.
episode has been a horrible flaming train wreck.
Not as bad as the one I was trying to tell a story in UCal where
No, that's
developing
valid.
insanity.
That's valid. I don't know what got into me that day.
The episode that was literally called like dumpster fire from space or something, or universal dumpster fire. Whatever hashtag we gave that.
Yeah, that was a funny episode though. I don't know what got into me and Cal that day. That was bad. This show really is like hurting cats, and I'm only half cat.
Like, literally, I think with that episode, the majority of that time was just me trying to talk normal, like being a normie, and the two furries on the side of me were just going insanity.
I'm cute, fluffy, and innocent. I don't know what you mean.
People can go back and watch that episode and see exactly otherwise.
Yeah.
You hush.
Yeah. Wait. It was pretty bad.
Is my microphone muted? Oh, okay, no.
I didn't do it.
Alright, I'm good.
Yu Yu Hakusho was a good show.
Alright. I thought I accidentally muted myself.
Like, here. I'm gonna grab my phone. That's why my hands are down.
How long do we usually do these episodes for?
It just depends.
Going to look at the list
until we're done talking
that I want to see.
It's getting us to shut up. That's the trick, you know. We're talking animals. It's getting us to shut up. That's the hard part.
Oh yeah. You actually want us to shut up? Good luck.
I mean, whenever my grandmother's bird is talking BS, I just tell it shut up, and it just does this weird thing where it goes, shakes its head up, bobs its head up, and now it goes.
Yeah, birds do be like that.
And it just go.
Silly birds.
I had two cockatiels when I was a kid named Bandit and Smokey.
Ha!
And I taught Bandit how to swear and cuss in German.
And this is why we're never monetized.
Speaking of not being monetized, if anyone's seen it, I've seen the anime called Panty and Stocking. Panty and Stocking?
Huh.
With garter belt?
Oh.
Trust me, it's not as bad as it might sound from the title. But it is quite literally that, like, the two main characters, their weapons are their names. So one of them has a weapon that forms from their panties, and there's another one that has dual-wielding weapons that form from their thigh-high socks, or stockings. Yes.
Why?
It's quite quirky.
You don't say. Speaking of quirks, that's a good show too. My Hero Academia. Love it. I need to get caught up on it. Like, I haven't watched the last season yet. I need to get caught up. I've been lazy. I'm sorry.
I have yet to watch Fire Force.
Okay. And of course, I grew up with Initial D. Yes, I know. I was one of those.
Initial D?
Yep. I liked the story in it. Especially the first few seasons. The later seasons were just him getting more involved in racing, but the first few seasons, they were pretty good. I mean, all of it was good, don't get me wrong, but the whole story arc with his girlfriend was kind of interesting.
The Toyota AE86.
Yep.
The king of the tow shop.
It was a good show. Definitely don't watch it in the English dub, because the English dub does suck. Just watch it subtitled. In Japanese is so much better in it. The American acting in it was just not that good. It was okay.
No, what? No,
on my list on my phone, I have Helsing. Of stuff to watch I want to see.
Helsing and Helsing Ultimate?
Just Helsing, but I figure it just stems from... Giraffe of the End. I think I added that one because it was like a sort of action kind of thing.
Okay.
I kind of like action. World Trigger. Diaz, I want to watch.
That one I heard was good. One of my exes really wanted me to see it, and we never got around to it. Every time we would get ready to watch it, something else would come out, and he's like, let's go see that. And we'd both forget. Again, for a long time.
One that was really funny was the devil is a part-timer. Or has a part-time job or whatever.
And
it's like the devil gets wants to leave hell, and so he leaves, like forces himself out, and now he's just got this whole thing, and he's trying to be like a human, and has a part-time job at...
I remember one.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's one that I've been watching recently. I completely forgot about, and I need to go back and finish because it is just so freaking cute. It is just a cute overload. It's called Helpful Fox Senko-chan.
I've seen that just spread everywhere. Like the character itself, just spread
It's
everywhere.
so cute. It's so cute. And there's another one that I can't remember the name of for the life of me, and I was watching it with some friends down in Texas. And I wish I could remember the name of it, but it's about this girl that takes over a shrine and becomes the god of the shrine, or the goddess of the shrine at that point. And one of the people that's with her is a kitsune, and I forget the name of the show, but it was so good. I was just getting really interested in it, and now I can't remember what it was to find it. Oh yeah, and Polar Bear Cafe is good.
There's another one I remember watching that I watched all the way through.
It's and back on the topic of movies. I forget the exact name of it. Let me look up real quick. I remember what it was kind of called. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right.
There was another anime I remember that I watched all the way through called Overlord.
Yeah, I was right. It's The Boy and the Beast. Great film. Wonderful anime. Wonderful film. Highly recommend. A little sad as well, but very good. It was one of my favorites too. Came out in 2015, I believe. 2014, 2015. I think 2015. I think it came out the year my grandmother died.
I can't remember the anime, but it was a really good movie. It was like firefighters, main character, is trying to like save the planet from from the
Oh, surprise! The next
Mantle
name. That was a
like
good one. Ah,
billowing out and destroying Earth. What was it? Oh, I remember watching it a couple of times. It's so damn good. Oh shit. I might have to look through like an anime list. Like just take my time and look through anime.
Same, because I know there's a lot more out there that I haven't seen, and I would like to see more of them. So, yeah, always looking for recommendations of good anime.
Even if it's like outside of here, like they want to and like hop on Discord and just watch anime.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I'd honestly be down for that.
I would too.
Doesn't matter watching anime, old stream vids, or YouTube.
Sounds about like me.
If I'm not doing any of those, I'm maybe playing another video game besides VR chat.
Oh, I'm gonna have to lay down here in a minute just because of my back. The joys of, the complications of everything. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. My feet are swollen.
I guess we should probably do our bid farewell.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, this is a good. I guess this would be a good stopping point. We did cover quite. My brain literally just shut off for a second and kicked back on. Okay. This is a good stopping point. We covered a lot.
Yeah, I think it's time to stop.
We covered a lot of random stuff.
Our brains... Oh yeah. I think less than half of the entire episode was. I think less than
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a dumb fox sometimes. I'm dumb foxo.
Well, we have trigger spots.
Yeah.
Someone with a messed up brain and someone who's completely high, so this was bound to go haywire at some point.
I need to get an edible.
Weed's legal now here, so it's fine, right? Okay, just don't overdo it. But
we have Delta. We have Delta 8.
Okay. Just be careful with it. That's all I can say. Like with anything, moderation.
It's not like spice or anything. The only problem is when I came home, they were bunched together in this little package. It was a 3-pack, and they all melted together.
Fair. Oh, I'd love to be able to.
So I can't really find the
have
right
a little
amount.
bit of fun on my weekend, but I have to care for the little one, so I gotta be an adult here, right?
You don't have fun watching anime.
Yeah.
You don't need your child coming out.
I normally don't
your
do.
kids coming out with.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me just
stand up. Alrighty. Yeah.
Yep. I even have the avatar made to match me right now because I don't want to hit myself in the stomach while in VR. So this helps with situational awareness. Yep. And this is the new base I'm looking at. Because I really like it. And it fits my persona really well with the extra flip in the ears. It works really well for a tiger soon. So I think it'll be alright. I'm probably gonna go with it. Sorry about that. I had to fix some issues. I'm still having a lot of problems with my camera and my controllers. They want me to send this headset in again, and they're going to send me another one, which will be number 8. Instead of just giving me my money back and being done with it, no, they just keep sending me new ones and new ones and new ones about every month or two, and they're all just as jank. I'm like, why would you keep wasting money by sending me more and more and more? I think you would just be like, okay, we're done with this, But I don't know.
Alright, so since that's everything going on, we'll probably wrap it up here.
Yeah.
So yes, sorry again for the long hiatus. Obviously, like we mentioned before, everything that's been going on.
Beans had a hell of a time too, not just me. So.
Oh yeah. But we do have our Discord down in the description, so you can join the server and give us ideas for topics and stuff like that. Also to just hang out and chat with us and everything else. We will also have our Twitters and TikTok, if that's still a thing.
Yeah, my TikTok is still hanging in there, and if it does go away, I'll be moving to YouTube Shorts and maybe finding my own site to just post everything on, or even just having someone make one. Someone to make one.
So we will have our respective links down below. Like we said earlier, try and guess how long it took before we derailed.
I'm going to guess and say it probably wasn't even
really last that long. Oh yeah, probably not.
Like 5. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it and find out. That's my guess. But, so if you made it to the end, yeah, go ahead and put in those guesses and see and answer if you were right or not. Did you get it right?
I think Butthead's running around.
Also, yeah,
I thought we did.
I finally got my full body back, so Slime VR is a bit of a learning curve, but it's fun. It's useful. So I can actually sit more comfortably when we're in VR now, and it actually looked like I'm actually sitting properly. Until the tracker goes wee, because it's been doing that lately. But
also
the
make
waist,
sure to
the chest trackers here,
like,
the waist trackers down here.
Make sure to like and subscribe, share it with your friends. But
there we go.
My parting is as usual. Don't worry, be furry. We love you.
Stay fluffy, stay fun. And we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully there won't be as much of a hiatus this time. And yeah, we got a little distracted in this one too, but that's why we are what we are. We are crazy.
Furloko. Crazy furs.
Ay caramba.
Bye bye.